Last few days as veterans from Siouxland and the tri-state region traveled to Washington, D.C. to see the memorials created in their honor. After a long day in D.C., they returned home getting a welcome many of them never experienced before. KTIV's RJ Breen was there for one final tour with honor.
Mission 20 returned to JFK International Airport to prepare for their journey home after a long but fulfilling day in Washington, D.C. One veteran of the Vietnam War reflected on his day in D.C. after seeing the memorials.
It's still mesmerizing when you see it. The Korean and the Vietnam Memorial, since I'm a Vietnam veteran, you know, the wall was, you know, something that you think about, you know, and all the things that went on in Vietnam during that time.
We now boarded our return flight home to Sioux Falls, and the remaining moments of the trip would hold surprises at every turn. On the plane, each veteran received packages from family back home containing letters. After a 2-hour flight, we landed back home in Sioux Falls and awaited our shuttle back to the Sheraton Hotel for us all to go our separate ways. But not before a fitting welcome home that many veterans did not get. Words as well as action they deserved. Once on the buses, different Legion biker groups escorted Mission 20 back to the hotel. One surprise still remained: the convention center packed with friends and family, welcoming them back with a warm embrace. Signs of patriotism and admiration, and one that captured many in the room. Mission 20 had completed one final tour with honor. Reporting in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, RJ Breen, KTIV News 4.
And to conclude our coverage of Mission 20's honor flight, tomorrow on News 4, RJ Breen gives us some insight into the people who assist these veterans on their trips. Many of them aren't family or friends, but guardians who want to give back to those who have served our country.